Hello everyone. In this series, we are covering the most commonly asked Java technical interview questions. And the topic that we are covering now is the anagram. So in this anagram coding task, you are required to write a program that can determine whether the two given strings are anagrams of each other or not. Okay. So how do we know if two strings are anagrams of each other? Well, first of all, you need to know what the definition of anagram is. Anagram is a word or phrase formed by rearranging the letters of another word or phrase. Okay. In another word, if the two strings they have the same exact characters, they are built out of same exact characters, that means those two strings are anagram. Okay. For example, if my first string is heart and second string is earth, you see both of those strings are built out of same characters. A, E, H, R, T. Those are the characters that are included in both strings. They don't have any additional characters. Okay, and they also have the same length, which means those strings are anagram. If they were not built out of same characters, then they would not be an anagram. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I will find a way to get the characters of those two strings. Okay, and then I will compare them. I will compare the sorted order of those characters. Okay. For example, if you get the characters of this string in the sorted order, the characters that you get would be A, E, H, R, T. And if you get the characters of the second string in the sorted order, you would still be getting A, E, H, R, T. Okay. So somehow if I can get the characters of those two strings and sort them, then I will be able to compare them if they, to see if they are anagram or not. And when you compare them, if they both are equal after you sorted them, then they are anagram. Otherwise, they are not anagrams. And we do not have the sort function in the strings. However, we do have the sort function of the array, which means if I can create array out of those strings, then I will be able to sort the array, which will have the sorted order of those characters of the strings. And if those two arrays, after they are sorted, if they are equal, that proves that those two strings are anagram. Okay. Now the question is, how can I create an array out of those strings that contains each element as the separate element of the array? So I need to create an array that contains each characters of the string as separate array, as separate element in it. So in the string, we do have the methods like toChar array, okay, which returns you an char array that contains each characters of the string. So this char array, I can assign it to first to an array variable, okay, and I can also create another char array from the second string. So from the second string, I can call toChar array method. So we do have two char arrays now. Those char arrays, they contain the characters of those two strings. Let me just print it out for the record. Here is the first array, and here is the second array. Let's see if those arrays, they contain the same exact characters of those two strings. First array, it contains H-E-A-R-T, and second array, it contains E-A-R-T-H. So the arrays are created. Next step, I am going to sort those two arrays. Okay. As you can see, they are not in the same exact order. If I want those characters to be in the same exact order, I can sort them. I can keep them in the sorted order. So to sort the array, you could use the sort method to sort the array 1 and second array afterwards. Okay. And after finish sorting, let's also print out those two arrays. Let's see what they look like after the sorting. See, after the sorting, These last two print statements are printing the two arrays after the sorting. After the sorting, you see those two arrays, they do have the same exact characters in the same exact order. Okay. Now I can compare if those two arrays are equal or not. If those two arrays are equal, meaning that they have the same exact characters, meaning that those two strings also have the same exact characters, because those two arrays, they came from those two strings. The elements of those arrays are the characters of those two strings. Okay. So here is my condition to determine whether it's whether those two strings are anagram or not. So if I can use the equals method of the arraysUtility class to compare the first array and second array. If those two arrays are equal, that means those two strings are anagram. Otherwise, they are not anagram. Okay. So let's run our program. See, those two strings are now anagram. Those 4 print statements are not needed. I just added for you to see what's happening before and after the sorting the array. So this is our solution to determine whether the two strings are anagram or not. Let's also test the solution with two different strings, with different strings this time. For example, listen and silent. I know those two strings are built out of same exact characters, which means in my expected result, they should be anagram. Okay? And you can also try to give some other characters, A, B, C, D, and B, D, C, A. So those two strings right now, they also have the same exact characters. See, they are anagram. But what if I have two strings that they do not have the same characters, such as Java and Python? Meaning that those two strings are not anagram. Okay, so this is our solution. Once we create the two arrays from those two strings, we do have the sort function of the array. And after those two arrays are sorted, if they are equal means they have the same characters in the same exact order. That means those two strings are also anagram. Okay. If you have any question regarding the solution, please let me know in the comment section. I do check the comment section every day, and I will reply to your comment. Please hit the like button if you found this video helpful, and consider to subscribe to our channel if you would like to stay connected. Also, let me know in the comment section on which Java technical interview question you want me to cover next. Thank you so much. See you all in the next video.